when I first took physics in high school, I really enjoyed the challenge of solving problems. It felt challenging, but I was really rewarded when I was able to come up with the correct answer. I liked that there were different ways of solving problems, and assuming you were doing a correct method, you should get the same correct answer. It was always a subject that was easier for me. I never felt like I had to memorize things because, at least at the beginning, physics made sense to me. So as I was learning, it just stayed in my mind more so than some of the other classes. Humanities always felt more to me like I was having to memorize, and my brain just does not want to hold on to that information. I do a lot of labs and demonstrations and activities. What's nice about physics is it is kind of just everywhere you look, all around you, there's applications that you can talk about. So it's pretty easy to introduce or describe examples of where different concepts kind of connect to the real world. We have a lot of lab equipment that helps us with activities so students get the hands-on experience in the classroom as well. As much as possible, try to make things make sense, and if you get stuck on, like if something doesn't make sense to you conceptually, to go figure that out right away and not kind of just wait or expect that you can cram that information at the end. I will also say at a certain level, physics stops being conceptual and you can't picture what's happening really anymore, because it doesn't fit with, you know, the everyday objects we see around us. And so then you just kind of have to accept that there's mathematical models that explain the behavior, and those models don't match up with normal objects and their interactions. I do try to give analogies, so most of the physics we cover at the high school level can still be pictured as relating to a concept that they can see in the real world. There are certain things they can't necessarily picture, but maybe there's an analogy that they can picture that is a close enough approximation that it gets. In the classroom, there hasn't been a big impact with AI. I think students don't really go to ChatGPT or anything for help with the homework problems because it just isn't quite there yet. In terms of solving problems, I'm very curious to see how AI progresses in being able to analyze data and come up with models for new scenarios. I think it's really dependent on specific application, like material physics, science, thermodynamics. They're all going to have kind of unique solutions or ways that AI gets integrated.